Alrighty, folks. Welcome back. 欢迎大家回来。今天是第20天。Today is day 20, and oh, it actually eclipsed the 20 review, 50 review. So looks like the volume over Wanikani, right? On the review days, not peak days. Interesting. Look at our graph. Isn't that such a lovely looking graph? Okay. I did make a couple. The heck churn? 会来了。Oh, hello? Hello. Oh my gosh, heckin' hello. Heckin' hello. Welcome back. Works so well. Okay. Let's see here. Was this from yesterday? I think we made these errors yesterday. It was... Which error did we make from this one? Effect. Because it was more the translation. And... That's it. Right? It was effect. Effect was... Just hello in a typical Asian accent. Oh, I forgot to link you this clip. There was this guy who they broke down Asian accents, like English accents, but he only broke it down in the mechanics of it, and it was really funny. Like the way he described the Chinese accent was you just like sound like a siren, like err. So it's like hello, 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 how are you today? like yeah, that's so funny. Like yeah, I thought it was really good. And then he did the Korean, he did Korean and Japanese. I'm like, that's so good. He's so on point. Like when he described it hit really hard when he described Chinese as like, it sounded like a siren going up and down. The Korean and the Japanese was spot on too. It was really good. I thought that was really like just the way he described like, yo, you know what? I haven't ever thought of it that way. Especially the siren part. Which one was extra? Was it Vietnamese? It was either Vietnamese or Thai, where like, oh, I think it was Vietnamese, where you like cut off all your like you think of it like speaking like you have a poor reception, so you just cut off some of the sounds. It's like, dude. Yeah, wee wee, which but the one that I didn't consider was pretty sure it was Vietnamese. They covered Vietnamese, and it's like just make like to cut off like a little bit of your words. Like you just like make sure to cut it off every once in a while. And I'm like, yeah, that is what Vietnamese sounds like. So the English accent when they were using it for English, it was really good. I might the reason why I think that's really I always thought of being able to it's for fun, right? For like reading purposes, narration purposes, not necessarily for like accuracy purposes. I know like other people, definitely there are quite a lot of people who would get offended or like get really disappointed when actors and voice actors take on personalities that are cliche and whatnot. But for me, it's like it's a different medium, right? It's a different medium, kind of like not wanting to see your anime characters have specific hairstyles because they were used iconically to represent the hairstyle of those specific. Like, I don't know if you noticed Churn. We're watchers of anime, I would say, or manga, but Chinese, Korean, American, and Japanese girls, their hairstyles are very specific, and um, whether maybe you notice it consciously or subconsciously, there's a very identifiable pattern in which, like, oh yeah, that's outside of the color. We're talking about like the actual drawing, and um, it's a pretty good one. So when I think about when people reduce accents, right? Reduce accents, American accents, things. Like Chinese would be like maybe like a ponytail, like pigtails, like along the side, right? Uh, Japanese usually bangs right here, bit of a flow on both sides. Korean would be side, wave down, side, and then American would be a lot more curly and bouncy, so like a lot more swirled up and curly ends and whatnot. Kind of something you would find in like Western hairstyles, like as though you took a curling iron to it, right? And then you blend in with colors, hair colors. Got the whole shebang. But these are obviously stereotypes and archetypes, tropes. And when that guy was doing the different English accents, they're tropes, right? So yeah, I'm laughing because it's fun to think about those things, but I don't want. I also, some people might not be receptive to it. Usually, I'm pretty receptive to these type of. So it might not be for everyone. I just think the idea of thinking Chinese accents like a siren is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. In fact, as a kid, I often thought my parents sound like fire alarms. Like when they speak Mandarin, it's like often feel like an alarm is going off in my head. Like it's loud, like it's much louder. And then when we speak Fujianese, it's not the same. So like it's still technically under the umbrella of Chinese, but still like up and down and up and down. Oh. it one day I'm gonna get like a really budget thing. Malaysian Chinese doesn't sound like a siren because our tones are more flat. Yeah, Fujianese too. Fujianese is very um tone moderated. And then there are other tones that always normalizes. Like they're very like they're a lot more subtle. So it kind of like fills in the gap. Like ni like ni chulama, right? Ni chulama ni siromoy. Ni chulama as opposed to ni siromoy. Like it's like really flat. Like it's so much flatter. So every time I think of like I'm trying to sound like I'm speaking Mandarin, I feel like I'm like taking the pitch and I'm like stretching it even further. And then when I'm reading here, like HanziHero, it feels like I have 8 different pitches. Like, oh, this isn't high note. I need to get higher. Like it feels like I'm going like 2 different octaves of pitch. Like ah uh like and in Fujianese it's just like it's in the middle somewhere. Like it's constantly in the middle. Like it's a little bit more subtler, which kind of reminds me of Japanese, where like yes, there are rise and falls, but they are the range is there's no, and it could, I mean, maybe with time my Mandarin's narrower too, but to me, to my ears, it's often a larger range, far larger range. Like, uh, 我知道, right? 我知道, 外白. 我知道 what about uh 你说错了 right 你说错了你攻打我你攻打我 as opposed to 你说错了 like why is it so much louder and hear me out I'm not saying it any harder like it doesn't feel like I'm not like pushing more air like I'm not like wasting more voice it doesn't strain my voice anymore I'm using a very what I would say a fairly similar amount of force it the sound is more open like the sounds that you're trying to make in Mandarin is more open like they resonate more in your mouth at least in my opinion and then Fujianese is like really closed up you're not supposed to make large cavities like 我很累 right 我很累 uh uh ooh I forgot how to say tired why how about something like 我很辛苦 oh 辛苦 is really close right 我很辛苦我也辛苦辛苦辛苦 see, I can't even get it like I'm suffering like I'm hurting or I'm injured or I don't feel so good right 我生病了我病了 right 我生病了我生病了我病了I got like pretty good examples now that I have a bunch of Mandarin regular phrases 这饭 right 这个饭很好吃 right 这个饭很好吃吉波也好啲 right 吉波也好啲 which not really big it's the same amount of force but it sounds dramatically different and it's round like it's lots found there's no like la ma like especially like the wide open is missing like it's not that loud so like chung kung jiang yan it's like jian like 现在 right 现在 it's like out open 现在启动现在启动现在 it's so much louder so much more resonating anyways I think English is even louder I actually think English is louder than Fuji so and then Mandarin is definitely louder in my opinion like ear wise it's louder than but English gets half things that makes it as loud but those things don't come up very often like right or even exclamatory like bro it's not like loud all right that's enough
爸爸
what does the circuit currency do maybe like 2 or 3 years ago Twitch thought it was an awesome idea to give channel points and channel points are accrued by being in the channel and then you can like do things with them but I basically have nothing you can like redeem them for things but I basically have nothing active like there was a time people like you can bet channel points and then have a lot of channel points maybe they'll give you something to redeem it you can highlight your message so like that message those are default functions and I can see your message like I can see it from a cloud of other things. Yes, yes, yes. Hydrate. I added that, and I only allowed it to be used once a day because too much spamming. I usually on average only hydrate like back in the day. There used to be things that I did before, like give 6,000 points for me to draw something for them, right? So I drop everything I do and I draw something, like I doodle something very quickly. So lots of other it's to increase engagement. Like, so it's a fictional, right? It's a valueless currency that can be sentimentally in part with happy dollars. So it's effectively happy dollars. Unfortunately, my dollars are already given out beforehand. So um you take my happy dollars regardless if you like it or not. Yes, and bits use real money. Yes, bits use so don't use bits. Turn. Don't you but you can highlight all you want channel points. Like I honestly I should turn that off and just let you highlight your. I can read your message, usually 2 or 3 about it, so I read. For bigger content creators and streamers, they would know it would like they'd be able to tier it so that the people who want to be seen can be seen, and the people who less likely get be seen because they don't support their streamer or something have you. That's why I don't focus on points. The last thing I want to do is have a number goes up situation. Hi, I'm new. See, exactly. Yeah, I know that number goes up feels really good. And hear me out here. This is gonna sound so arrogant. I'm just doing this for your benefit, guys. You're everywhere else. Numbers go up, makes you feel good. This is not the place. I don't want, like, for me, I'm deliberately making people detox from number goes up syndrome. So yeah, it was a lot of fun back then. Like, people like showing how long they followed someone, and it does cheapen the people who follow a very long time. But I want to like push back and constantly remind them, you don't have to be here all the time. I know who you are, or I try my best to know who you are. If I remember you, that is my best way to give back, right? So Twitch has implemented so many things that deal with number goes up, just like YouTube and whatnot, because of engagement and metrics. And nowadays those features, like, if you hung out with me for too long, you're probably not going to even know what features are. And if you don't use Twitch and you suddenly come into a Twitch stream, then you probably don't know their functionality is. Usually because I don't use. It's kind of something that you should use if you're a content creator. If you stream or something, forces you to, like, emotes, for example. The moment emotes were available and they were free, like you could like allocate them to free, I drew emotes for them, and then so that it's not behind a paywall, right? It was this whole phase of Twitch that was all about farming and unlocking emotes, and now it's all about the subathons, whatnot. Oh man, I've gone through so many, like, I've lived and streamed through so many trends that deal with numbers go up. And nowadays, you know what? All the power to the people who do this, but it is very hard to deny that charity runs and charity streams are very helpful for the charities involved. At the same time, boy howdy, is it a win-win for content creation. So oftentimes that's what drives Twitch things easily. Subathons, and charity streams. I have not done a charity stream myself. Largely because I think whatever I do, I hope that there are other people who are more qualified in doing that. I am terrible with handling money. So, and especially money that has to be redistributed. I don't like passing money. So, um, it's I accept the consequences, right? The trade-offs. I'm really terrible at handling money. I already went through a whole digression with Cozy about how my parents and our friends treat money very differently. So whenever I think about charity streams, like I more think about what can I do for the charity myself. Like what can I do literally? I either go to a soup kitchen, work in an organization, join a public service group or something, and that's personally. This is my only personal thing. As opposed to like doing the thing where you get good publicity while doing a good cause, and it's very difficult to delineate if it's clout chasing or, you know, the reason. If there's any time I would do a charity, it will probably be a lot of those particular content creators who had something impact them in their life, right? Like losing a loved one to cancer, something that would move me to really do it. For now though, yeah, those things are what drives Twitch algorithm on the Twitch side of things. Fundraisers and stuff are interesting on YouTube, but I think it's a little bit it's okay. Like it's pretty okay on the YouTube. But Twitch is about doing extraordinary things. Subathons for like 36 hours or something. Or see how high the subscriber number goes. Or hype train. I think that's more in Twitch's wheelhouse. At least studying the developers' history of things. I actually used 2 features of Twitch that got cut. Yeah, that's how unpopular I am. One of the features was this thing called moments. The thing called moments. And what moments do is, if you were here, what I do is I clip myself. So I clip a moment. It's going to be like the last minute that passed by. And I wanted to highlight that moment. And whoever was in that moment can claim a badge thing towards I was here. So like then all the users that have been in many moments of your streaming history, like those specific moments, like you were here when I finished Yakuza 8 because you knew, right? And then you get a badge that's unique to that streamer. Well, that got cut because no one used it. I deliberately used it to record whenever I complete a game. So I basically had a outtake, like a conclusion statement. I clipped it, and it got cut after 2 months of like 2 or 3 months immediately, because it's for posterity recording, and I like that idea. But it didn't work. Yes, Twitch Sings was another thing. Yes, that was following on the heels of the duet stuff. Like, you know, when TikTok was taking off with the user ways of doing like duets, and then there was apps that did duets where like people would record themselves and then Twitch was like, yeah, let's get on that train, and they tried it and it got cut as well, right? So I actually thought that was pretty funny, so I actually used it like once or twice. It was pretty fun. It was during when I was still streaming Neverwinter as a content creator for Neverwinter, and I had a friend who was, I hope his health is doing well, but I haven't talked. And then copyright stuff. Yeah, that's why you want to set up for charity streams. But yeah, it would be hard for viewers to not think it's not for cloud and it's time thing. Yeah, yeah, and it it's not a bad or a good thing. It's a win-win, right? I like that people are raising charity. I am gonna excuse myself. I recuse myself because, man, I'm just not. Just don't tell me to distribute money. Oh, I joke about this. I joke about this before. um, if someone wanted to give me money to give to other people, I think that's the closest thing that I can do for being a middleman or giving money. But like coming up with the idea of selling something or doing something to get people to give me money to give to other people, that's a different story. I'm not the most resourceful person or heavily incentivized to somehow use whatever skills I have to acquire money or convince money. With one big asterisk, I didn't like, this is not implying that I'm not good at doing that. I think I'm pretty proficient at convincing people to spend money, but I don't want to do it. So that's why it hasn't ever happened. In my 6+ years, I haven't done subathon. Or there was another period in my streaming life where people did like subathons, but also skin-a-thons and stuff with dealing with like a game IP that I realized, yeah, this is why I can't. Where like the whole idea is to unlock things and get more privileges to make even more money by getting people to buy stuff and then buy even more money, but they didn't operate the business. So that kind of thing. Oh, I've seen some dark time in my like experimentation. You love to show what places love to show what places do for people, like in what way? So we got Papa, and yeah, Papa is part of Baba. You see two Papas in front of you. One Papa talks loudly while the other Papa is very silent. You see one Pa next to another Pa, and you got Papas. What charities do for people? Like John Green and Hank Green does it all the time. They do it in a different way. I have no idea how it's done, but through the vicarious blogs that they talk about Nerdfighteria, like nerd fighters, and then how Nerdfighteria ultimately made something called Complexity a thing, and then it also made things like SciShow and Crash Course possible, and then they do like awesome, like Project for Awesome and whatnot, to raise money for Sierra Leone's maternity clinic that's been in the process for a while. They've raised like more like multi-million dollars in that. They partner with like good coffee, like local coffee things and other things where the entire proceeds go to, every dollar spent goes to that, um the charity and their projects. So there are many different ways in doing that, and it sounds to me like a logistical nightmare, and I more personally prefer to be part of the chain as opposed to be the person who's in charge or in command, because it's yikes. 我的爸爸和我我会我会我的爸爸和妈咪妈咪我会 Oh, heck is that? Oh, 照顾. Oh yeah, that's 照顾. Yeah, yeah. And then that looks like a adverb. Oh, 论. Oh, 无论发生什么 they will take care of you. Happens here. There are many streamers that do St. Jude's fundraise, but they play the game they usually play, but don't barely. Yeah, St. Jude's, good default. You know what would be, man? This is probably because John Green wrote Fault in Our Stars, but I always think of like Make-A-Wish Foundation when I think about like the super like turnover in sappy contributions and what one person can do. Like for instance, I'm not great at collecting dollars, right? I'm not great at mediating dollars and whatnot. But if there's something that my singular person presence can do, it reminds me of Make-A-Wish Foundation, right? If I command influence, being in existence for someone for momentary life, the moment part of their life, that is what something I would jump at the gun to do. Actually, I did do some of these things in my younger life. So outreach programs do the same thing. Like, it's basically what I would describe as I'm someone's college dude for a day. So like outreach programs for like middle school and high school kids, each high school kid and middle school kid gets a college kid to hang out with, or like big brothers and big sisters programs, where like the whole idea is these kids need role models or want to understand or be exposed to something that they don't often get a chance to. So you tag up with someone else, and the mere presence of you is the gift. It's the privilege, right? Hey, here are college students that are successful or are likely to be successful. They're gonna hang out with kids, show them around, impart some wisdom, have fun. I still remember enjoying even going to Hershey Park at Halloween and riding a roller coaster for like 16 different times because the kid is having fun. So that kind of thing is something I see myself doing for a lifetime if the opportunity. In terms of negotiating money, if someone could do that on my behalf without the possible cynicism coming in, right? I would totally collaborate with charities, maybe, on the account of we have non-conflict of interest, right? I prefer to be doing the act of the task, like making myself part of the act, as opposed to being a mediator or intermediary. You do an Alzheimer or dementia charity fundraiser, etc. I see. One of the biggest fears for me, dementia. Any form of dementia. Alzheimer's just happens to be a large enough subgroup within dementia that it's often mentioned separately. Alzheimer's. All right. And Churn, by the way, I don't know if Cozy, you might have guessed a few, but Churn said that his mother and father will always take care of him, no matter what happens. Very cute thing to say. Very wholesome. Although he used traditional characters, and I don't appreciate that. I'm kidding. he Chart totally typed in traditional. I think what was it? Wu Lun. Lun was hard to read. I thought you're learning traditional. Well, I didn't get there yet. You know? I didn't get there yet. Ma was fine. And me was fine. Hui was fine. 事情 was fine. 什么 was fine. Mo was fine. I think mo enough. But remember what that is. Fa. Oh, fa looks really messed up. Oh, fa is weird. I don't recognize fa, but fa sheng makes sense. But I had no idea that's what fa looks like. Most of them are okay. Oh, what is that? What's after yo? Oh, yuan. Yuan is like Zao is fine because it didn't change. Gu. Gu is okay, sort of. Like Gu, like Zao is the same. Gu. So I've listed all the traditional characters, most of them. Yeah. Oh heck. 你爸爸好吗？哦，好吗？ Oh yeah, that's 好吗？
你爸爸好吗？
And it's higher. 你爸爸好吗？好吗？ As opposed to 好吗？ Because I'm dropping. 我爸爸是医生. Oh my gosh, is that 医？
我爸爸是医生。
医生. Oh my goodness. They added like the 3 more radicals to this thing. 你爸爸喜欢做菜吗？
你爸爸喜欢做菜吗？
Okay. We didn't even learn these yet, okay? One of those.
爸爸。
Oh wait, I don't think they take pop. I don't think they take father.
奶奶。
Wait. I gotta check if they take father, because the last time I got triggered because they didn't take father. Okay, 奶奶. So every time you go to your grandma's house, she gives you 2 glasses of milk. When you get the first milk, she is quite talkative. By the time she gives you the second milk, she's already quiet and tired from talking so much. These silent ones are pretty funny. She is a grandma after all. You know, when I was small, I learned that nai nai and yonai use the same kanji, and I was like, what? Oh yeah, yeah. I felt the same when I saw it. Now, you know, like not even I feel that now. Like I totally empathize with you still. The moment I saw that, I was like, oh, on Duolingo side, like Duolingo introduced it. I'm like, wait a minute, it can't be the same one, is it? And I'm like, oh, it is. 奶奶，我上学去了，sorry，去，
奶奶，我上学去了。
学去了 sorry. I'm like thinking of something else. 奶奶，今天没有出门。 出门。
奶奶今天没有出门。
You think Spanish sounds low? Yeah, Spanish sounds drunk. Oh, China put chi at the end. Oh, the chila, yeah. You usually say 我去, yeah, 我去学, I can see that. 去学校了, yeah. Duolingo allows you to do both. Obviously, this is Taiwan or whatever Kevin has learned, but you can put both. They can put both orders. I lean towards that order. 我去学校了 more than 我上学去了. That's like I want to turn it around. Because when I try to hear, I have to listen extra carefully because of how low they are. Like volume? Or are you talking about pitch? Earlier we were talking about pitch. Oh, volume. Oh, that's a good question. Volume. I can kind of see that it's definitely softer, on the softer side. I use the word drunk because what I hear when I hear Spanish is it all runs together. And when I start talking in like say very comfortable things, it runs together. It's not articulated. So whenever you run across like whenever you encounter a Spanish speaker who's incredibly articulate and or very spaced out, it's either someone who's learning the language currently, so they want to be articulate, or it's someone who you like they're articulating to be like incredibly formal. Like, so for the most part, most of the Spanish I hear is like it feels like it just all of it runs together. So the longer you can contain how much running together you can get used to, it kind of feels like it goes by really quickly. Like if I were to say something in Spanish and then I was supposed to try to say something in English, it feels like 8 billion years to say something in English, but Spanish they practically just zipped on by. That's kind of how I feel about Spanish. The predominant feel. Hola. Hola mi hombre. What am I even saying? Oh, fine. Although I'm not sure if I'm your hombre. That's a little presumption. Yeah, they rolled a sentence. I like it because it feels lyrical. It would it's more lyrical. It's more lyrical. It's more lyrical than Chinese. While Chinese have tonality and stuff, there are sharp, less rolling situations. Like, you know, 我上学去了. So there's like sometimes it's like you dip down and then suddenly you're high. You go up and suddenly you're low. In Spanish, I feel like a lot of it runs together. Like it's kind of ebbing and flowing a lot. So it's like a smoother thing. You can't roll your R's. Any Malay and Indonesian roll their R's, and Japanese too. Can you roll Chinese or Japanese? Can we? No, I don't think so. Well, I don't find any opportunities that I would do it. Roll. It's too short. Like, yeah, the sounds are too short to like hold a ro, right? By saying ro, ra, ri. Well, what am I missing? Ru, right? Ru, ro, ra, ri. That's too. It's too long. Still rolling. But like ere, like I don't know if there's any other pronounce. All the other ones roll my sentences. Nah, no rolling sentences. That's not too. It's not articulate enough. Oh, and Japanese is like the opposite. If you speak with if you roll your sentences in Japanese, it's like a what face. Yeah, like if you roll your sentences in Japanese, I don't know how that even works. Like you're the whole time you're learning Japanese, you're trying to not roll your stuff. I do like rolling my tongue though. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. After you do it, it takes a while to get de-rusted on rolling because what is the thing that I often feel beginner like when you start rolling, you use too much force. You use too much force. So in the beginning, you're trying to push really hard because you can't relax your tongue, right? You make that shape, the the rolling shape. But then when you start with Spanish, you're holding it. You're too tense. So if you don't loosen your tongue, like learn to get that just hard enough, but it's like moving back and forth, you can't get the trills and stuff properly because you're too tense. So it's one of those things like eventually you kind of feel the pocket tension, and it takes a while to get back that feeling. So it's kind of tough going from um it's kind of tough going from like like other languages like Chinese and Japanese, um and then suddenly starting to go and roll your tongue. Yeah, stiff tongue, lots of stiff tongue. The closest thing I can think about in Japanese is probably anytime you go from the roof of your mouth and then you need to tap down, like ta, right? Ta da, ta da, right? Ta da. So if you can get loose enough where you do ta da, ta da, ta da, and then now you hold your tongue in between there and then blow through it, like assert through it, you can get your tongue to like go back and forth. It's the closest thing I can think. Um, a Japanese, other than doing like r, ra, ra, ru, ri, like that's the closest thing I can. But it's only like one tap. You can tap, but it cuts off. That's kind of how I feel when I'm rusty. Yeah. Whenever you haven't speak. Yeah, you can't hold like. Yeah, it takes a while. Like, see, I can't do it without warming up. You can't do like it stops. Immediately after like 2 or 3 taps, it just stops. Yeah, you gotta warm it up. Just go ere, right? Ere, orir. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I used to do. I used to like pick a bunch of R words, like rolling words, and then I would say them a couple times to get warmed up. And you're paranoid to do it at home? Okay. Yeah, I used to have a list of R words, like the name I chose, the alias I chose, like Ramon, right? Ra, ra. Like just keep like sitting there going Ramon, Ramon. And then after a while it's like, okay, now it's loose. And then when you do loose, then you go and read some sentences. Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad. After like 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So we're not. That's not gonna happen now. Maybe when we start learning Spanish, um, I'll give it a try. But it'll be tough. Anyways, yeah. I'm not. Roll. No, that's that's not even close. Rule, raw, roll. Yeah, no. Single chamber. It's not touching thing, so can't do it. It will be so hard to do a roll while touching your that's so outrageous. I don't know how you would be able to roll your rolls and your raws rolls. No chance. I'm thinking of Chinese times opportunity. I would try to roll something, or you could try to roll. Maybe that's why Spanish doesn't take to Chinese more than take to Japanese. I'm kidding, obviously. Small thing. Maybe not. English speakers overroll their R's for Spanish. Yeah, and they over D their V's, and then over D their T's as well. Because English. Lots of D'ing between B's and T's. Yeah, and B's. Yeah, I forgot about B's. Yeah, B's, V's, and T's. Lots of extra stressed D's. Very very strong D. Light D, light V. Yeah, too bass. Yeah, too hard. You're hitting it too hard, and you kind of get used to that after a while too. You're trying to be as soft as possible, trying to say them with softness. That requires a very dexterous, like a less tense mouth. After a while though, Spanish feels like you're floating. Like it's less tense. I feel the opposite. Ata, right? It's so sharp. Ata. Ara. Ata. Ara. While it's light tapping, your mouth is very sharp. About Chinese. Nine. Sharp word. It's definitely less tense than Japanese. That's the romance part of it. It is most romance part of it. For a sec. Okay.
奶奶，
These are only anecdotes. I don't actually know the anatomy of speaking, so you may confer with a linguist for most, but personally I'm going by feel. It's kind of like a songwriter who feels the song versus a songwriter who writes the sheet music, right? One can explain exactly what things look like, and the other can feel, perhaps.
雨衣，
Oh, yeah, Yep, clothing for rain, clothing in rain, raincoat. It's actually even in that order. Rain, clothing, raincoat. 他今天穿雨衣。
他今天穿雨衣。
Like driving, indeed.
雨衣， 大衣，
大衣 overcoat. big piece of clothing. Overcoat. Overly big. 你为什么穿大衣？
你为什么穿大衣？大衣。
I usually just say coat. Overcoat. You feel and hear what's going on, so you change what needs? Indeed. Indeed. What is overcoat? A coat. It's a coat that's over your stuff. It's kind of redundant. I'm being a little generic. I'm being productive, but an overcoat is a coat that goes over your stuff. It looks like a lot of times overcoats are more formal looking, so you'll probably find things. Yeah, it's a larger. It goes down to your. It goes past your. It's usually go past your waistline. An overcoat, something that goes down and past your waist. It goes over most of your thing. A regular coat usually cuts off at the. However, in my opinion, 大衣 means both. Like when I hear 大衣, it's both. It's a regular coat and an overcoat. So, actually, oh, a top coat. The heck is a top coat? I mean, it's self-explanatory, but I don't know what a top coat. Oh, okay, it gets you the same result. I haven't ever used the phrase top coat. I'm gonna use that from now on. Like, hey, Cozy, it's kind of nippy outside. You got some top coats on you, right? Make sure you bundle up. Go and pick out a good top coat. You know? Well, I don't care if you don't use it. You use it now. Gosh darn it. We're so overcoat, right? We're all about that top coat now. All right? We're top coat people. Oh boy.
昨日。
昨日. Yesterday's day is yesterday, right? Yesterday's day. 昨日. 昨日天气很好. Oh.
昨日天气很好。
他昨日没有上班。
他昨日没有上班。
他昨日。What? 飞机到近到 what? What the heck is this supposed to be? By?
他昨日乘飞机到达。
and 乘？
他昨日乘飞机到达。
乘? Oh, I actually don't. Oh, well, that doesn't help. Oh, that does help actually. For what you call it, using nodu as a reference. I know that's nodu, but I don't know how this functions. Yeah, just different strokes. Yeah, I know that looks like nodu. And this looks like tatsu. So if you want to use the same thing, when I read this, I see tatsu. I see ki, tatsu. Tobu, right? Tobu, Kino. Don't worry, don't worry. Yes, I don't usually say these things out loud because these lessons would take too long. But yes, I actually thought about this. I thought about tatsu, and I'm like, what is the equivalence of tatsu in Chinese? Which I don't know.
他昨日乘飞机到达。
Da, interesting. 到达
他昨日乘飞机到达。
乘飞机到达。
他昨日乘飞机到达。
Kino, obviously. I started typing Kino. We usually say is that second character? It looks like gay or da combined. I don't. It's da. Oh, da. Oh, in Malaysia you say ta. Okay. Ta. Interesting. Oh, wait. What was the example? He arrived by plane yesterday. 他昨日飞机来了，到了。Oh, by the means. Oh no, I don't actually know how to say. I see. So, 他飞机。Dariruredo, hiragana is still confusing. Oh, yeah. Yep. Between an R and I just simply got used. No, I think Cozy meant the characters. That's why I was scrolling. I think Cozy means characters. I was like writing the characters. So like especially do and yeah. At least I'm pretty sure Cozy is referring to reading the text as. Hey, what are you tang about? Oh yeah. I'm like, are you sassing me in like Spanish or something? Like, well, what is this going? What are you doing here? Don't tell me. I'll show you a te. I don't know what that is, but I'll show you a te.
昨日。
So how about this, Aaron? How do you feel about 昨日 versus 昨天? Like I rarely ever use 昨日, but 昨日 works nice because it lines up with 昨日. You just write it down multiple times and you eventually memorize it. 昨日 sounds so formal, I think. Like nobody says that. Oh, really? I thought it was the other way around. I feel like 昨日 sounds like, you know, 日. I kind of like 天 better. 天 has a more casual, like has a more. Oh wait, that makes sense actually. Oh no, 天 feels more like it has a casual, a more formal feel than 日. Every time I use it, 日. It is formal for sure, yeah. The Japanese is sakuji. No is casual. Yeah, but that you kind of just like whooshed past the whole point. So now you want to say, now you're talking about reads versus again the read. So you did the same, in my opinion, you did the same thing to Cozy, where you focused on an aspect that I wasn't talking about. I was talking about the literal read of these characters. Lines up with not that what the sound read kana, or even concerned about the kana. Sorry, you said about just me. We doing Chinese right now. No, that's fine. I'm talking about Japanese right now too, and Chern is making this even more deeper about Japanese. Chern is being pedantic. And I'm matching the energy. We're incredulous. We're incredulous to each other. Is that the word I'm looking for? Incredulous. I don't even know how to spell it. Yes, incredulous. No, that is not the word I'm looking for. that No, that's not the word I was thinking I was using. Incorrigible. Am I thinking of incorrigible? Yes, incorrigible. Where I was thinking, well, actually incredulous. But that's not quite what I was looking for. Incorrigible. There's one for some fancy vocabulary. For you guys. And I'm using it as a euphemism. So that's also colloquialism. Oh, like, oh, Cozy, you're so incorrigible. My dear, dear Chern. Oh, how incorrigible. Or in case we need some spelling bee competition. I totally use autocorrect. Incorrigible. 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 Uh inability for reform. Alternative word would be something like encourage. Yeah, I was gonna say it could end up being encourage. Yeah, encourage. In this case, it's more like porridge. English, waka waka waka. Don't you just love English? It's more like porridge. As opposed to courage. It's more like porridge. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the world of English. Like, oh yeah, it sounds like this. It's like, uh-oh. If you don't know because you know. Hello there, Victor, by the way. Hello. If you don't know, then you don't know. If you do know, then you do know. That's why English has spelling bees. Real talk, coincidentally, Churn, I watched the recent spelling bee, like the near the end of the recent spelling bee. Yeah, you know when you know, man. You know. That's such a fun. That is such a fun like hot take. That's why they have spelling bees. Yeah, man. Because hear me out, right? In a spelling bee, you know what they ask most of the time? They talk about the etymology of the word, right? And it's fun to hear the etymology because the etymology is variant. So oftentimes they would ask, um, um, okay, incredulous, like, uh, French origin. Can you use, can you use it in the form of a like, you have to like go around and figure out where the etymology is so that you find out which spelling and sound that the to make sure to double check that the English word that you're using has the origin of the pronunciation so that they can double check that they're spelling it correct. Like, yep, I don't know anything about that. Like, sorry. Yep, that's the nature of the native English speaker. I don't know what do you think the origin of uh oh, it's mid-century English. That's kind of disappointing. Spoken like a true English speaker. You get disappointed when it's not an exception. Like, oh, the norm is that it's abnormal. It's abnormal to be normal. It's like, oh, hey, it's English. Or like something mundane, like, oh, hey, it's Germanic. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's not it. I was expecting something, toss in a bit of French with a side slight glance to Spanish, and then with a hint of German, you know? Like slap a word together. What would that word kind of look like? How do I like my porridge? Bland as heck in the morning with a side dish of tomato and eggs. And maybe some pickle radish. Daikon, pickle radish. And they're particularly yellow, by the way. There's this very specific one, and maybe a side of pork floss. And if I'm feeling super trippy, like super trippy, 1,000-year-old egg. Like super exotic. Maybe half of 1,000-year-old. Chinese breakfast of champion. Or Chinese diaspora, I guess. I don't know how Chern likes his porridge, but and Jiao probably have something to say about what I said about pork floss, pickled daikon, tomato eggs scrambled, and 1,000-year-old egg. In a pot or what? Or do you like much milk or water in it? Oh, the porridge that I'm talking about is water and rice. Oh yeah, we haven't talked about Western versus Eastern. The porridge I'm talking about is rice porridge. I forgot to yeah, that's a good question. Rice porridge. So that's when you place white rice into too much water, deliberately too much water, and it comes out as like glutinous rice, like super watered down glutinous rice. And then it's like just plain. It's rice. It's nearly tasteless, except the floral notes of the rice you use. That's porridge. Or kanji, not that kanji, but this kanji sometimes is referred to the thing. So no like milk or other type of porridge. But I do like the other type of porridge. Yes. Just straight up rice and water. Rice with too much water. Too much, relatively speaking, like from the normalized rice that other porridge. Then you have a ready break. Yeah, yeah. Your favorite is Teochew. Teochew porridge because it's watery and the rice is separated. I think I have an image. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think That's okay for me. That's like mid for me. Yeah, I like my rice gloopy and slurpy. Yeah, I like my rice gloopy and slurpy. um it contrasts it smothers super well with like incredibly harsh pungent things. And I usually eat acidic things. Hot or cold? Either. Either. Most of the time, sweet porridge. If it's sweet, if I'm having something sweet, I have it cold a lot of time. When it's hot, or like if the porridge is hot, I would have salty and acidic. Most of the time it's hot and with something salty and acidic. The reason why is it promotes digestion. So in the morning, you're eating something that's glutinous, right? It's already overcooked and glutinous and broken down, so it's like lighter on your stomach. And then when you eat something like probiotically, not not we're not talking about uh uh sorry, I meant to say prebiotically. We're not talking about probiotics. Probiotics, that's a whole nother digression. But prebiotically, you're eating things that make your stomach feel a little happy for a little bit. Acidic, something fermented, right? Something fermented and very dark. There's some starch and whatnot. Get your stomach going for the day. As opposed to, which I absolutely love, a full English breakfast or a full Irish breakfast, however you want to call it. I know you guys have two different versions because I recently watched a video about like the differentiating qualities of a full breakfast between Irish and Britain, but I totally would love that too. My old aging stomach sometimes kind of reject it, so the old good old Asian like Chinese inherited light breakfasts tend to sit a little bit better. I don't eat breakfast very often. Yeah, you can post links here. If it's hot but you like it smooth and goopy, let me see. That looks lovely. Ooh, that's delightful. Yeah, so I see berries. I like it cold. If you know what I mean. Cozy. When I said hot and cold, I love this stuff cold too. When there's like fruits and stuff. I don't mind them warm as well. And then, there's still oatmeal and grits and different other versions of soggy, gloopy, slightly meshy wheat to help with your everyday things. I love eating for breakfast. Irish breakfast is different. Yeah, that's what I just said. It's actually really, um, you know, that's what I said. They're different. I said full breakfast. I said Irish full breakfast and British full breakfast, not Irish, British full breakfast. So I'm not saying Irish and British are the same. I'm saying their full breakfasts are different. So we got to be very, very careful. And I chose my words very, very cold, but with milk swimming in it. Well, the milk was already incorporated into the porridge beforehand. So I would chill it, or like it would just chill out. I would eat it. I mean, cold is not, I guess cold for me would be like it's not warm anymore, as opposed to putting it in the fridge or having them separate. When you incorporate it in, it stays in temperature drops or not. YouTube just removes your links. Yeah, YouTube just removes. Indeed, I found that out many a times. Kanji is fantastic though. Different types of kanji. I could post a link of the particular kanji I would be looking at. Oh yeah, see, that is the moment I clicked on it. Century egg. Sorry, it's not 1,000. It's not 1,000 euro. It's called a century egg. I'm off by a whole magnitude, but we're talking about like this thing. Century egg. I'd say 1,000 euro. I was exaggerating. Century egg. Like whenever I think about porridge and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, if I got an access to century egg, I would that would be the go. Century egg with some and pork. Usually pork floss is sufficient. You throw in pork floss in kanji. You make your Weetabix so gloopy and not swimming in. I used to just munch on oat. I don't want. Does that sound weird? I usually just like throw oaks in my mouth. It's really dry, but sometimes I just throw oaks in my mouth. You know, fiber. It's almost like eating sawdust, but you know, you gotta get the. It's just chase it. You know, throw like oatmeal into your mouth and then just chase it with, or chase it with water. I'm I'm starting to have this image of people who dry scoop, you know, like protein powder. That was a thing, by the way. That was a trending thing. Dry scooping your protein powder. Boy, howdy, don't do it. Or like, exercise caution. All right. That's enough shenanigans. Enough show and tell.
爸爸，
I won't ever finish this if I at this rate.
雨衣，
All right. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten yet because I only get to eat after. I usually only get to eat after.
奶奶， 大衣，
Top coat. No. We have to top coat this. Heckin' top coat. I'm having too much top coat.
昨日，
We got 3 more sets of lessons. 6 and 10. What do you get? 60. I think someone did a bit on this, a clip on this. Oh, it was that guy that does French, Spanish, and English, when he was describing how French do numbers, right? And that's actually quite similar to this. So like he was doing a bit where like, oh, so like 12 is, you know, 12, 13, 14, right? They're like, the characters are arranged, but if you read Chinese, it's similar to how he was bit. Like 60 is 610. It's 610, not 60. Like a separate word 60. It's 610 was 60. So French was doing this thing and I'm like, oh, you know. Sure. Really? Wait. Sure what? Something Yi? New Year's Eve? Is that how you say New Year's Eve? That's probably New Year's Eve. Yeah. And how did I know that? Japanese, not Chinese. I didn't know that's how you say. uh, 除夕 I got that from Japanese. I was like something dealing with last eve or the day before because of you. Because it's nighttime. Yeah. That's what I gathered. And it was because of Japanese. I didn't know how chu fit into shi, but because of what shi means, it deals with a day in retrospect of the day before. And then it deals with the evening. So the moment I thought about it, it's like, what context would be about the evening before New Year's Eve? Or we can also call it Nian San. Okay, Nian San Shi. Oh, Nian San Shi One. See if you want to say the whole day or the. I see. Makes sense. Yeah, like French. Yeah, the 60 plus 20 plus 10 plus 9. Yeah, exactly. What is this? This thing. Oh no. Oh, the dry scoop. Oh, he totally tasted. Oh, that's funny. The heck? Dude. Alright. That guy just went, oh yeah. You know, like that guy just went Kool-Aid guy all over the deal going down, you know, the powder deal going down. The protein powder deal going down. That guy just Kool-Aid man all over the place. Holy heck. I wasn't expecting the Kool-Aid man. But you can't find the video of the guy eating the powder meme? I see. There was some, like, I know this might sour the moment, but I saw some other, like, health concern with the whole dry scooping thing. I read a lot of, like, extreme medical cases of the whole, like, dry scooping to an extreme case. Like, there was a lot of alarming PR that happened when the whole dry scooping trend was happening. And it was some unfortunate happenings with kids. So I was being kind of truthful about, right. I'm joking about dry scooping, but also be cognizant, careful. Dry scooping can be deleterious, detrimental. But yeah, that guy totally busted. Okay. 他60岁，他60岁。
他60岁。
教室 ，right？ 教室里有60个学生。
教室里有60个学生。
有60个学生。我有60 something钱。Wait, is that 钱? Oh my gosh, that's 钱。or is that 元? Or 块? No, I don't know what that is.
我有60块钱。
块. Oh, that is 块. Oh my gosh, that's 块? I was just like, what else could it be? It's gotta be 块, right? But what the heck, Kwai? What happened to you? What is that little thing down there for? What the heck? What did they do to you? I'm like, it can only be quite. That is a ghost? Oh, okay. On the right? What did they do to you? Okay. I only know by context right now, so we're relying on context to learn all the traditional characters.
60
Oh, did you find the protein scooper? Is this it? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm reading their lips right now. Sorry, you can't hear audio because I can't be responsible. But I just reading their lips. And there's like, oh, whatever, bro. Like what? Oh wait, you know what's his name? You know that chef? What's his name? The celebrity, the content creator, celebrity chef, the guy that also cooked for like a lot of people. You know that guy? He did a bit on this. I saw the whole thing where like, oh, and another person where like, you know how the spotter gets too into it. Oh, is this the original? Is that where this came from? When people like there are different types of spotters and the gag was like you start like yeah, go, and then suddenly he just like starts pumping himself. It's like yeah, and then it's like oh, dude, whatever. Oh, so this is the OG. I see. Wow, 7 years ago, huh? Yeah, yeah. I saw this bid on a lot of other people that other people that I watch who are more like health forward and trying to encourage like a healthy gym space. Oh, you don't know about that account? Yeah, it might be a repost. How long ago was this meme? I only recently saw this meme, like this thing. It's pretty funny though. Oh, they even did the old horse hat thing. The horse like mask meme. that that really does demonstrate how old it is. Okay. I'm using Arabic numbers. Okay? Don't at me.
小
Xiao. Xiao has Xiao in it. Okay, alright. What is Xena doing? So imagine imagine going fishing with a small little harpoon. You jab it in the water to get a fish. When you pull the harpoon back out, you can barely see the fish, just the two fins sticking out from each side. What was Wanikani's? I think they might have used the same thing. Yeah, I think Wanikani used a hook, like a hook. And the fish was so small because the hook made the fish small or something. Calling you out? Listen here, Chief. The old bros together. You just realized you forgot to eat lunch? Hold up. How do you forget to eat? I'm kidding. I say that as though like, well, duh, and I'm like, no, I do it all. That's like, I'm saying it ironically or unironic. How does that even work? Like, I'm joking but not joking. Is that ironic or not? We're done. We're done. Cross the line.
小
Xena is in the cellar. Oh yeah, so because the cellar is what the barn has. So Xena is in the cellar of the barn. Battling a witch with her sword. The witch casts a spell that makes her small, very small, to the point where Her sword is no bigger than a thumbtack. She then picks herself up and drops her in a bucket of... Nani? Excuse me? Alright. 小吃. Oh, hey! I didn't realize you could use 小吃 for snack. What am I thinking of? 行李. No, not 行李. Yeah, 行李. No. The 行李. Yeah, 行李. As opposed to 小吃. 小朋友. Really? 小朋友 is child? Instead of... That's interesting. Small friend is child. Okay, small companion is child. Oh, I kind of get it. Shortstop. You know? 小姐. 小姐. 小时. 小心. Okay, 小心.
小天
Tian, okay. We finally got Tian. And then we got Heaven as well.
T
Timmy Turner. Wait. Which one's Timmy Turner? Oh, yeah. Fairly Odd Parents. Yes. I'm like, wait, which Timmy is that? Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents. Alright. I'm aboard. Timmy Turner. Alright. And then still T. Turner. He's a 10-year-old boy with a distinctive pink cap who was given fairly godparents to grant his every wish as a result of his neglectful parents and abusive babysitter Vicky. I'm getting Dexter and Tim. Getting Dexter and Fairly Odd Parents in my head. I'm like, what does Vicky like? Oh, I know what Vicky looks like. Come back, Karen. Hey. Hey. Hi. T-A. Tay. Hey. Yeah. T. T. The heck? Oh, I can kind of see the iron. Yeah, I actually see. Oh, that's kind of like... what was it? Die plus ging. Oh, wait. Ding plus die. Iron. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I can I can see the iron this, but interesting. I like the teasers. I like the teasers that HanziHero has. They're all teasers. Obviously, I haven't learned, but
T
I like looking at the examples. Okay, Tian, the biggest hope for anyone here on the ground is to make it into heaven, of course. And when compared to the ground on the earth, heaven is infinitely big. That's good. HanziHero, Wanikani's version is you see the person and there are two levels that people occupy. There's the first level in the middle, which is earth. And when you try to reach heaven, it's the second level of people. Right? People ascend to the next level. That's how they do the heaven. But this one's pretty good too. Where like the ground, the biggest hope, that's neat. The biggest hope for anyone here on the ground is to make it to heaven. I like that. And compared to the ground, heaven is infinitely big. That's very poetic. Okay, and swallow. Twin. Gosh, twin. I don't think I've ever had a T into a UN in all of Duolingo. Like, I don't think I had this combination at all. No, I can't think of a single one. That doesn't mean I didn't encounter one, but unlikely. Dong. And oh, to increase. Oh. Okay. I'm just looking at the radicals. So.
Thiên.
All right. Timmy Turner. So Ti. Timmy Turner is in front of the pawn shop. Checks out. Not yet going in because he doesn't want to get ripped off again. He wishes he could go to Heaven's pawn shop and his fairy godparents granted. Oh, that's lore. Lore. He is transported to heaven in front of another pawn shop that looks the exact same. Is this really heaven? Ooh, I like it. I like it. Yeah, his mnemonic incorporated what Timmy Turner is. Neat. I didn't think that was gonna be the spin, but yeah, it does have fairy godparents. Evan's pawn shop. Nice. And 昨天半天 I don't remember. Oh yeah, 后天 of course. And then Jimmy Turner in front of the pawn shop, right?
Thiên.
All right. I'm so tempted to add a synonym, small, for small.
T. 小。天。60.
Arabic numbers for the win. All right. I think we still have 2 more.
下。
We need to get moving. Time is it? Oh, it's after midnight. I was supposed to rest up today for the next couple of days and work on my Chinese review. Okay. We've had too much fun, guys. Now we can't have fun anymore. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, this one was weird on the. This is like the magic stick side. Oh yeah, this one was weird. Okay. The radicals. Okay, imagine getting a magic stick. Yeah, magic stick was weird. And burying it below the ground so that it's still standing straight up in the So they use a magic stick instead of a toe. Which is still a little weird. The Wani Kani one was toe. Okay. Sorry. Ian. What the heck is Henan? You get fined for having fun. You get fined, yeah. What the heck is a Henan? Is that a people? Probably people, right? The provenance. But how did it get from Henan and Bian, Yang, sorry, not Bian, Yang, Yan. What happened here? This is what we were talking about today. That's why I got a late start today. Well, about naming things, like when different languages start to name things differently, and there was a lot of this. I'm sure Jiao will be fine with it. Jiao, it all started today. Why I was like 2 hours late today was Jiao and I have been talking about food a lot, just to like mm, have conversation, be invested in food. And Jiao said, so Jiao shared, and he made a comment. I was like, oh man, that is totally fully blown, and it would be not as interesting if I didn't have Chinese parents, right? It was really deep cut. He said that he bought the wrong parsley. I mean, not parsley. He bought the wrong. Oh yeah. He bought the wrong parsley, right? It's actually more like quotes this wrong parsley. And my thought is, I know exactly what probably happened. And the reason why I know is because we were talking about cilantro the other day. And cilantro, I remember from my parents, is Chinese parsley. But Jiao is a Chinese person who's currently living in the United States, or chilling and studying in the United States. So parsley is parsley. Cilantro is coriander a lot of times. And then cilantro is cilantro. But when he said wrong parsley, I immediately thought he's probably looking for Chinese parsley, which is cilantro, which also is close enough to coriander. So coriander and cilantro is what he's looking for. But when he said wrong parsley, I immediately thought there's a chance that he's thinking of parsley, and parsley kind of sort of on the surface might look like one of these. But my first thought was like, oh yeah, sometimes you could get used to labeling. And that reminded me of a short story about bok choy. Bok choy. My parents call it Chinese broccoli. And when I was a little kid, they were like, "Oh yeah, like, where's the broccoli in the store?" I'm like, "That's the broccoli." And then you're pointing to something that kind of looks like this, right? Right? You're looking at broccoli, and then they were looking for more like something like this, right? Bundles of this type of thing, right? And for a while I'm like, oh yeah, that's what happens when people name things differently. Things go haywire. And this also relates to what Chern and I was thinking of or talking about before, the other day, which also was started by Jiao, about lo mein and chow mein, and like what these actually mean, right? And then what would you call these? That this is usually egg noodles instead. So in English, right? But they don't. Lo mein doesn't have to be egg noodles, but it's just egg noodles here. And then rice noodles. However, none of the like. Yes, there's noodles in it, but this does not relate to the idea that they have rice or. So yeah, the world is interesting. It all got sparked by like naming stuff. Lots of naming stuff. And I think it's really fun. I could sit here and talk with days. It's like, oh, what do you call this? well, we call this thing, they call this thing, and those people call it this thing. Like, so, um, good luck, trying to say who's right. And then, then you might have a party pooper that comes in and say, well, the original people should have the right to call whatever the original thing is. Then, you have another party pooper come in and say, well, not everyone shares the same world. Like, there are more than just your people who live in this world. And then it gets, so I try to keep it some lighthearted storytelling, right? It can get a little touch and go when it comes to things. My specific example is Chinese kimchi. Look that up if you want to. Something interesting that is not dealing with the U.S. trying to rename things in the prospect of the United States, but it happens very, very often everywhere, right? Would you prefer to say la mian or ramen, right? Happens all the time. Occurs historically everywhere. And so something language learners would find coffee talk very engaging.
下
So Xena is in the bathroom of the auditorium where she sees a sign next to the sink pointing below. Is this a Shrek moment as well? She pushes over the bathroom attendants and uses her sword to break the tile below the sign, revealing a giant tunnel. She wonders where the tunnel below goes to, a secret hidden stage. Okay, so it's not like what was Shrek's problem? Shrek went to the bathroom in the chapel, and he saw a sign that says to look above. Right, to look above, and then the thing on above says only dumb people look above. Shrek got pranked, and that's where Shang, which is the opposite of Shrek, got pranked, while Xena don't know if it's a prank yet. 下乡下乡下山下山下 I saw it earlier. What is it? Tian? 夏天. Oh, this is 夏上下文上下文 context. Interesting. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Shrek got punked, man. Imagine going into a chapel bathroom and it's like, hey, sign tells you to look above. And you look above, it's like, you're dumb. 下次. Okay, 下次. Alright. Oops.
下那
Ah, okay, that. Hills? I guess you could see if you turn your head 90 degrees. This component depicts two small hills on the horizon. Oh yeah, as long as you turn your head 90 degrees. Albeit drawn vertically instead of horizontally. Okay. Battle formation. Can't see what that bone marker is. It looks so short. Dun. I don't know. Hey. Pet name. Pet name. Okay. Sorry. E. Wait. D. Order. Hills.
那
No, okay. What is Ned Flanders doing? Okay, Ned Flanders is in the bathroom, right? In the bathroom of the auditorium. That checks out. Where he is wielding 2 swords. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. The 2, I see it. The 2 swords as part of his role in a religious play that's currently on intermission. There's a strange hill in front of him. Bathroom? Nah. That blocks him from using the stall. He cuts it down with the 2 swords simultaneously, yelling, "Take that," and proceeds to use the stall. When he gets out, he prays that God can forgive that showing of anger, as he forgot to get out of character during interview. Oh, so he was playing a role so he could be out of character. All right. 2 swords and hills. Dang. I was like, what is this? Is this like ski, but like, is it like moon, a modified moon? But I didn't even think of it as 2 strokes with a nah, nar, 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 那些, over there, 那边. Oh yeah. Oh man, I gotta get used to 边. 那里. Really checks out. What was it? Ned Flanders in the bathroom of the auditorium.
那
Slashing things with 2 swords. Slashing that blocks it.
开
Okay. Kai. Okay. We got fence and a gate. Oh, okay. I can. Fence. It kind of looks like a fence. Done. To play with. 1. No. Ne? No. Young. Oh. Fun. Fun. Rude. Dirty. That doesn't look like tonight. Kidding. Young. Oh my gosh, that's what that looks like. I actually had trouble remembering this. And now it's even more weird. It's so... Oh man. Give me back the other character. The other character is kind of weird too. The gate. Also looks like a Tori gate. Oh! They are doing a Tori gate. Oh, that's kind of cute. That's kind of interesting. The mnemonic is literally a Tori. Tori. Tori? Tori. I think there are 2. Tori. The reference to gates. What a coinky dink. Exactly what I was thinking. Yen. Yen. Ding. Old. Ding. Fine. Ping. Piece together. Nope. None of these. Those are new. New. Everything's new.
开
Okay, Kermit the Frog is outside of what is AI? High school. Kermit the Frog is in front of the high school, standing next to the gate. I see the gate. He has installed some saloon doors. Makes sense. Under the gate. Kind of looks like it's over the gate. And is waiting. Oh, but it makes sense though. For immersion purposes. And is waiting there for the opening bell to ring. The kids line up in front of the gate. Finally, Kermit opens the saloon doors. Alright, Kermit the Frog. Kaicha. Kaising or Kaising. Kaising. 打开玩笑. Yeah, 开玩笑. Yeah, this I hear a lot. So the moment I saw to joke is a 开玩笑. La? La Kai? Oh, La Kai. Oh. I was expecting something like 开始. Start. The same. Oh no, it might not actually be. Oops.
开
It is the same. Or at least I think. We'll go with below.
开 下 那
Alright. Okay. Evening and many. Double evening? Many evenings? Perhaps? Dumbledore.
都
Ooh. No association to do and then Mitchell and Dumbledore. Full name Albus Dumbledore. Is a fictional wizard from Harry Potter series. He's the headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And like Harry, trying to find and defeat he who shall not be named. 多度读对都 Wait, is this? No. Oh, that's okay.
都
Evening. It start on a cloudy evening. When you look up at the moon, you can only see part of the moon. Oh, that's an interesting way to get it. Wanikani did the evening dew. Like the evening sky holds on to its drops, but it looks less like a drop the way that's written. Because it's a cloud obscures it, so there's only one stroke instead of two. And the misty clouds distorted further, making it look more tilted to the side. I don't actually know. E. Oh yeah. Charges. E. Y. Y. Ming. Inscription. E. Oh, it's still Ming. Dream. Mung. Wow, Mung looks really different. Like Cho Mung. Many. How many evenings have you lived through? Many. Okay. I mean, 2 evenings are many me. 1 too many, some might say. Door enough. That's still door? No. Oh, right. Go. Shit. Whoa. What the heck is this? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, I can kind of hear it. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. 你爹. Oh, it. Oh man. Oh, okay. So it's many with father. Interesting. Many.
多
Okay, duel, still many. Dumbledore is in front of the office building. Checks out. Which is, of course, filled with muggles. Yes, indeed. He raises his wand and casts a spell, turning the outside wall of the office building into transparent glass, so he can count how many office workers are inside. A 1, a 2, a 3. No, this is not the licks to the center of Tootsie Pop. He starts, oh my, so many befuddled muggles, he chuckles. Kind of a slightly... 多久多远多小 almost. Oh, it's like cha. No. Is it cha? No. Yes. 差不多. Yeah. 差不多. 多音. No. 多远. Right. I was thinking like yin tian, so I just took the yin because I want to say in any way.
多
Let's begin.
都 多
Okay. All right, now we have 65 reviews. Let's hit them up. Hit them up. Let's go. Oh no. Is that supposed to be silent? I don't think it's supposed to be silent, right? Son of a bee sting? Dang it, it's supposed to be silent. I don't actually know how I would distinguish that. Oh, and I wrote... Oh, no.
儿子
Oh, whoops. That's Shu. Whoops. I thought in Japanese, and then I converted it into a Chinese word. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's happening.
比
The BI? Where's the B? Oh, B is
B.
Bart.
大 海 I 书 水手 凹，不行，
Or can't do.
乌， 明明，
Oh no. Oh wait.
十分， 人工， 和好， 女儿，
Ah, woman. Huh? Daughter. Oh, right. Girl, daughter. Oh no. Rushing.
有， 哦， 问， 男人， 鸡，
This is the one. This is the one that I was thinking of. Honestly, this one is yeah, these are the ones that are like there's no mnemonics for not helpful. None of this. So we're gonna have to come something. Probably the way I pronounce it. My head is probably the
分手，
oops.
好看，
Me? That's a hyphen. That's not a type. Get out of here.
口水， 他， 叫好， 一再，
Wait, that was not correct. Oh, deodorant. Oh, and they took possess, but it was supposed to be deodorant. Supposed to be deodorant. They still took possess though. That's interesting.
果， 他人，
Quick. Too quick. It's yourself. Oh no, it's others. Others. Too quick. Slow down.
男朋友，
Oh my gosh, that's a typo. Oh, heck.
杯
That was a typo. That was not. That was rushing. Well, I guess we're making some mistakes. Not really. We already know the typo. And not thinking. Oh. Was weird, right? It was it. Right?
声 有 20 北 么 3月 男子 中 4月 上 部
What was their word? Just no? Oh, there's.
来 神
I mistyped. H.
女 人人
Oh, everybody. That's debatable on adding that.
行人 之
Kermit. It's K?
科 作用
Okie dokie. So we're doing some slight rushing. Good in the day. Getting a bit late. Okay. Um, let's see what we have. We got a lot of sound. Play review. Oh, 3 hours ago there was a update. Kevin's still keeping it up. Updating the curriculum. Yeah. So James Bond. I don't like it, but hey. Yeah, Timmy Turner, and Dumbledore. Kevin. Magic stick below. I think this is still below though. Hills. Gate. Back turn. Many. Evening. Fence. Small. Okay. Yao. Ian. Yeah. Nah. 我 I eh I guess we'll all Evan below that many open eh 三叶男子 that's gonna be a problem 一来大一 哦昨日608 okay okay March man raincoat grandma top coat yesterday 60 father or papa. All right, and then let's create these. Lena is in the basement of the in the cellar of the barn. Cellar of the barn. Battling a wizard that shrunk her. It made her small. That's about it. All we got. Okay. And then Timmy. Wrong Timmy, but Timmy. Timmy is in front of the pawn shop He's in front of the pawn shop. He's hoping to visit Heaven's shop. Heaven's pawn shop. That's a wish. Xena again? Oh, Xena double dipped this time. Xena is in the bathroom of the auditorium. Xena is in the bathroom of the auditorium. Saw a sign that points below, and turns out it might be a secret hidden passage below the bathroom. Ned in the bathroom. Probably. Ned in the bathroom of the auditorium. Doing a reenactment with two swords. Two swords. So two swords. Two swords. Oh, jeez. Two swords. I noticed a hill, and he heckin' chopped it down. Take that. Okay. We have Dumbledore. Reminds me of that meme with the Harry Potter song. Outside of the office building. Outside of the office building, doing the ring-a-moo-moo. God. Oh, that's fine. So we took care of Timmy. There's Dumbledore. Office building, casting like a spell to see how many muggles are in the office. Okay. K. The heck is K? Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog is in front of the high school. Constructing a saloon door underneath the gate. So, saloon door underneath the gate. And it's open when school's in session. We didn't use either of these. James Bond is James Bond. That was an error. Yeah, that's it. So what are the errors I remember? James Bond. So James Bond. That's more of a typo. I typed ZU and DH. Guess I was thinking of something else. So James Bond. I think this is fine. This is fine. We haven't used. Oh, small was used over here with the Xena prompt. What else? Missed a typo on Sanye. Go for March. Nanzi. So Nanzi can be a problem. Partially because it's not a silent child. So I'm gonna have to sort out silent childs. Because this is not a silent child. Oh, but is it a silent man? Maybe all the silents were children? Did I silence anything else? Oh, but grandmother can be silent too. That doesn't work. I think that mnemonic is borked. Because nanzi, not nanzi, nanzi. So this part. That's a legitimate error, actually. Largely because I don't have any way to distinguish yet. What other error? I did 他人 again. Again, 他人. I jumped the gun. 他人 for others. Jump the gun again. There's something else. Darter? I think I screwed up darter. Near. Because that R always throws me off. I don't even know how to write that. We'll take a guess. 人人 and 人人. That's it. So 人人, right? 人人 for everybody instead of just people. And where's Nigar? I'm guessing it probably like actually no. Okay. I mean, it looks like that, so that would be my guess, because that would flow the best. Do it like this way. Otherwise, I could kind of see it doing... No. That could be. And this one could be this. Oh, no, I already did that. Yeah. So the question is, the second stroke. Oh, no, yeah, see, probably this, because it reminds me of this. All right. Well, there you have it. End of the day. We spent quite a little bit long today. Got a lot of good chatting going, right? Take a break. Today's my first legit break. 2 more days. The second day is gonna be long, so I'm trying to spend some of these days. I have to wrap up my Duolingo Chinese stuff to prepare. Today was gonna be a break day. However, I was gonna do it tomorrow. I was gonna start tomorrow. The only we're gonna take a rain check because within this Duolingo Chinese wrap up is gonna take 3 days. And if I start tomorrow, the second day is gonna line up with the Wanikani level up. And level ups are in a lot in it. So we're gonna wait till the level up. So basically I'm just gonna work on I'm missing like 4 or 5 constructs. Gotta finish Chinese for the review, right? And that'll happen in another 3 days. So Wanikani's level up is in 2 days. So right after the second day, it'll be a little exhausting, but in 3 days, we'll do our 3-part 3 days. It'll be fun. I have a few Chinese unique stories. I'm gonna try to make the unique Chinese. I totally forgot that when I was busy reviewing the Duolingo Japanese, I got caught up with sharing my stories and like content, like how I was doing constructs and reviews and the SRS. I totally forgot about the schedule because the schedule is going to change. How we're gonna do these. It's not going to be like consecutive days or something like. It's to because I have to take break days on level up day. So every Wanikani day on level up days will not have. And that's only after I decide if I'm going to start up doing Japanese right away or liberate all the time to play Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth in Chinese and Japanese. I think we're going to wait till after we the video game before. I look really forward to listening to Chinese cast. Yeah, I'll have to think about it the moment I finished it. That's a wrap. Thanks for hanging out, folks. It was fun. Great. If you're gonna watch this later, 谢谢. Right. How do you even say that if you're gonna be时间 I don't know. 时间后时间后 anyways, take care, right? Take care. 下次再聊吧, right? Talk to you guys next time. Stay safe, stay healthy. Guys on the next one. Bye bye.